is currently in second place at 17 metres 57. The lead in the triple jump, 17 metres 63. So Taylor looking for something spectacular. There he is on the runway. Taylor, the fan club, I think it might be his family, walks him on. Another round of attacks. That seems to be what he wants. He's an 18-metre out.
Semifinals of the women's 200 metres.
17:68, he takes the lead.
3 races, the first 2 plus the next 2 classes will go through. Lane 9 representing Bahamas, the best of 22.32, Antonique Strawn. In lane 8, she's run 22.90 this year, representing Switzerland, Sarah Acher. A double silver medalist at the European Championships last year for Bulgaria, Iveta Kolio. The US champion at 200 metres for the USA, Deja Stevens. And it's behind the audience we welcome the defending world champion for Netherlands, Daphne Schippers. She won 3 sprint golds at the European Under-23 Championships in 2015 for Germany, Rebecca Hauser. In 2016 Olympic relay silver medalist for Jamaica, Sasha Lee Forbes. And in lane 2, the defending World Student Games champion at 400 metres for South Africa, Justine Palfreman. It's a lovely semi-final, but it's only 2 places in tomorrow night's final. Stand by.
On your mark. Set.
there's confirmation of that win for Skippers. 2 weeks after beating the final. Stevens getting through. Everybody else will have to await the competition across the 3 heats.
So, for the uninitiated, let me explain what now happens in the triple jump. The third round is complete. So, athletes outside the top 8 are now eliminated for the final 3 rounds. And it is redrawn so that the man who's the current leader, Christian Taylor, will be going last of all in those 3 rounds. It's done on ranking. Taylor leads away 17 metres 68. In second place at 17 metres 63 is Will Clay, also of the United States, and the bronze medal at this stage with a lead of 17 metres 19 is held by Nelson Agora of Portugal.
So let's turn out to Martin Lewis at triple jump.
Well, you just mentioned a fantastic bit of coordinated clapping by the two Cubans here are very pumped up. And right now, where all the coaches are, they're talking about the works and really trying to get their athletes into high gear for this last phase of the competition that's coming along here. Also, just to say to the crowd here, well done on the double clapping with Capello. Really good stuff. It's not easy, that rhythm they've got. Now, one of the questions that happened is, why is the bar just trying to take off pick? So often. Well, this is what it is. As you can see, it's got plasticine on both sides. If they run over it, then it's a no jump, then the plasticine gets marked and has to be changed. There are actually 6 of these, and the man standing next to me, Paul, one of the volunteers here. Hello, Paul.
Hi, everyone.
Paul's job at the stadium, he is the plasticine shaper. Now, there's something how we see you. Thanks very much, Paul. And to all the volunteers in here tonight, most of the people in the purple jackets, they're not paid to be here. The sport, just like I am.
James and Plasticine with a round of 2.
So it's the final throw across both pools of the javelin. This is to be the single India, who's been very, very close to qualification. 2 throws at 82 metres, and he wants your support around the arena. At the moment, he's in 15th place for the field where the cut will be made at 12. Let's see what's left over for the very last throw of qualification.
Well, apologies, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are. Major technical problems here in the stadium. The athletics, of course, is continuing. The heats of the the semi-finals of the women's 200 metres currently on track. Of course, the men's javelin qualification Group B continuing, and the men's triple jump final continuing down the back straight. So there's lots of people running around manically at the moment with the power problem here in the stadium. The men's triple jump, well, that does continue down the back straight, still being dominated by the 2 US athletes, Taylor and Clay. We'll bring you up to date with that men's triple jump final after the next race.
meters with a lifetime best of 22.25 for Jamaica, Simone Facey.
So the women's 200-metre semi-finals. The first one has taken place. We saw Daphne Schippers, 22.49. Stevens automatically through as well with the 22.71 clocking. So 2 more semi-finals to go. The second semi-final containing Sinead Miller-Uibo in lane number 7. The Bahamian, who had such problems in the 400-metre final yesterday, is back in lane number 7. So the first 2 guaranteed a place in the final tomorrow. Impressive stuff from Schippers. Impressive stuff from Stevens. Lolova Colliot at the moment, 22.96, the fastest non-qualifier.
Well, the second semi-final now. Will the great Sinead Miller-Uibo produce a result after yesterday's performance in the 400 metres, where she was really so disappointing over the last part of the 400 metres, fading badly? Hackett, Williams, Duncan, Kambuji, Facey, Miller-Uibo, Odion and Santos. Oh, and there's a false start there on the outside. I think it was Santos that fell out of her blocks.
Well, the stadium's packed, Steve. A lot going on that far side with that very dramatic triple jump final. It wasn't even so much of a false start, was it? She kind of lurched forward as she was getting ready, but if they stick to the rules, that may well bring an end to her World Championship, which would be a real shame because she ran so well in the heats.
She was seventh in, seventh in the 100 metres and run so well.
Any injury from the 400-metre final. We still haven't got from our end full clarification of what happened to her after that 400-metre final, but I think it's fair to say when you go through a semi-final like that, Miller-Uibo did look impressive, didn't she? 22.49, Steve, the USA, and you can see on the replay she got out well, didn't she, in the outside line, Miller-Uibo, as did Facey, the Jamaican, on the lane inside her. Duncan at this point had a little bit of work to do, the American, with just the first 2 automatically qualifying. Kambundji, the Swiss athlete, She was leading, but the long stride of Miller Weber, look at that, 21.91 seconds this season. That was very easy and controlled, and no after effects of her 400-metre final last night.
Absolutely right. That was really emphatic over the last 50 or so metres. I mean, on the inside, Kimberly Duncan was running really well. She started motoring really, overtaking in the middle of it really Kambunji and Facey. But you can see here, Miller Weber starts really stretching those long legs. And in the end, she powered away. 2 or 3 metres clear of Duncan on the inside from the United States. Remember, it's the 2 by right and the 2 fastest through to the final tomorrow.
Impressive from Miller Weber, impressive from Duncan. 23 seconds exactly for Kambunji, and there'll be one more semi-final to go in that women's 200 metres. But that was good qualification by Miller Weber. If you're missing us on sound, we're having a few technical problems here in the stadium. But Miller Weber, very controlled, very comfortable, and maybe it was just a little stumble in the catching of the foot in that 400-metre final, which she'd be desperately disappointed with. But with qualification like that, well, she's in with a shout in this women's 200 metres.
Shawnee Miller-Weebo making absolutely sure she's in the 200 final. So too Kimberly Duncan. Kambunji is just hanging on to a fastest loser spot at the moment, out-dipping Facey on the line. There's a confirmation of that third semi-final lineup. This could be good. Talu is in cracking form. Can she join the likes of skippers Stevens, Miller-Weebo and Duncan in the big final?
Well, that was the lineup. Rosa of Brazil, the new South American champion at this distance, will start in lane number 9. 23.26 to qualify for this semi-final. Beliva Saka of Greece on sprint double back in 2012 at the Greek Championships, 23 flat this season. Gaither of the Bahamas, lane number 7, 22.54 at a best. Emmanuel of Canada, the Canadian record holder over this 200-metre distance. She'll start in lane number 6. In lane number 5, Marie-José Talu of the Ivory Coast, silver in the 100 metres. Lost to Tori Bowie, who didn't start this 200 metres by 0.01 of a second. And there'll be a big roar for the British record holder. Dina Asher-Smith has fought so hard this season to get back into shape. She broke a bone in her right foot in the indoor season. She'll start in lane number 4. Raphael France in lane number 3. 19 years old, 2 medals at the World Junior Championships last year. And completing the lineup, Williams of Jamaica. 23.38 to qualify. So the third and final semi-final. Top 2 guaranteed a place in the final tomorrow, with 2 non-automatic qualifiers. They're the times that the athletes are potentially chasing. 23 seconds exactly from Kambunji. She's got half a foot in the women's 200-metre final at the moment. Talu in 5. Asher-Smith in 4. The third semi-final of the women's 200 metres. There's the 100-metre silver medalist. So a clean start and a fast start by Asher-Smith in lane number 4. The Britons pulling back the stagger on Talu in the lane outsider. The 100-metre silver medalist Talu in lane number 5. Britain's Asher-Smith in lane number 4. They're going to be the 2 automatic qualifiers for the final. 22.50 seconds. And it was good qualification for the Ivory Coast athlete. But it was a good run as well by the British athlete Dina Asher-Smith. 5th in Beijing a couple of years ago and in Rio. The crowd like that one, and they're the two that'll automatically qualify.
Yeah, great run from Asher-Smith, but I still think Ta Lou is gonna do something in this 200 metres. She was so unlucky. You keep saying no, Kath, but I think really she is a talent. She was so unlucky not to get the gold in the 100 metres. Asher-Smith was running her so close at this point, but then Ta Lou just started to move ahead. She is a diminutive runner, but she still has got that strength over the last 50 metres or so, and in the end winning by what, 2 metres?
And interestingly as well, Christelle Emmanuel and Tiny Agatha will both make it through as fastest losers, so no spot in the final for Laleva or Kambunji. Well, Marie-José Ta Lou, really good qualification from her, and so too Dina Asher-Smith coming back from that foot injury. 3rd and 4th will also make it as fastest losers, and there is the confirmation. Skippers, Miller-Weibo, Ta Lou, Stevens, Duncan, Asher-Smith, Emmanuel and Gaither. What a final that will be.
And we've heard that Shawnee Miller-Weibo has said, I lost my balance in the 400-metre final last night when I looked up at the big screen. I'm not injured and I'm motivated more now for the 200. So that's going to be a cracking final and maybe a chance for Miller-Weibo to redeem herself and get onto the podium.